Good day, grade 8 students. Welcome to the third week of your modular distance learning in Mathematics 8. Again, I am Sir Argel Landicho, your teacher in math, and I am here again to help you in understanding and answering your modules in math for the third week. Let's start. So, during the second week of your modular distance learning in Math 8, you were thought of the idea of illustrating rational algebraic expression as well as simplifying rational algebraic expression. So these two ideas will greatly help you in understanding the operations on algebraic expression, which is the topic for our third week in Mathematics 8 modular distance learning. So this is just similar with the operations on rational numbers, which were discussed with you when you were in grade 7. So let's go with that. So when you were in grade 7, you were introduced with illustrating rational numbers or fraction. So as I have told you before last week, it's important for you to understand that when we say rational algebraic expression, we are actually referring to fractions of rational, or we are referring to fractions of algebraic expression. Now, when we say rational numbers, it's just simply a fraction. Excuse me. Okay. So when you were in grade 7, you were introduced with rational numbers or fraction. And along with that, you were also taught of the idea on how to add, multiply, subtract, and divide rational numbers or fraction. So those ways, those processes you have tackled when you were in grade 7 would be a great help in understanding operations on rational algebraic expression. And that's why in task 1, you have to deal with fraction. So what's the instruction? What's the direction for task 1? So here it is. So you have to solve the rational numbers and write the letter that corresponds to your answer inside the box to reveal the mystery word. Write the solution at the back of your paper. Okay, so you were given of numbers 1/3 or fractions, 1/3, 3/16, 1, 5/6, 2/3, 11/6, and 3/8. So these were the answer, or these are the answers of the rational numbers na naririto sa baba with the corresponding letter. So you have B, A, G, E, R, G, A, R, E, L. So the corresponding letter has a corresponding rational numbers with operations to be used. Like for example, 1/2 times 4/3. So you have to answer that, and then the answer, let's say for example, how do you multiply rational numbers? 1/2 times 4/3 or 4/3 is equal to 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. So you have 4 excuse me, over 6, or simply 2/3. So the answer is 2/3. So isusulat mo yung B doon sa ibabaw ng 2/3 to reveal the mystery word. Okay, so that goes along with the same letters or the other letters nandyan sa baba. Okay, so after doing this, you will be able to recall how to multiply, to add, to divide, and subtract rational numbers, and that will help you in understanding operations on rational algebraic expressions. The first operation involved in rational algebraic expression, which I think is the easiest, and that's multiplying rational algebraic expressions. So how do we multiply rational algebraic expression? It's like multiplying rational numbers. It's like multiplying 1/2 times 1/2. But this time, you will be given with with algebraic expressions. Okay? So here is the detailed step. So you have, in multiplying rational algebraic expressions, multiply the numerators divided by the product of the denominators where B and D are not equal to 0. Or in simply A/B times C/D would be equal to A times C all over B times D, where BD, or the denominator, is not equal to 0. So that's how easy you multiply rational algebraic expression. So let's have an example. Okay, so we have here given 3x over 4 times 8 over 9x. So how do you multiply this type of rational algebraic expression? So with a simple rational number, you just multiply 3 times 8, 4 over 9. But this time you were given with variable x. So it has something to do with rational algebraic expression now. Okay? So how do we multiply it? So here's the steps. So first, you have to rewrite the given. What's the given? 3x over 4 times 8 over 9x. And then what's the next step? So you just have to multiply as what the rule says. So you have to multiply the numerator and then multiply the denominator, and then that's it. So 3x times 8. So number sa number, letter sa letter. So you are yes, number sa number, variable sa variable. So you have 3 times 8, that's 24. And then x times, since wala kang kasamang other variable there, so you just have to copy x down. And then let's look at the denominator, 4 times 9x. So number sa number, letter sa letter. Always remember that. So 4 times 9, that's 36. And then copy x since wala namang other variable na naandyan. And then what's the next step? So kung dati sa rational numbers, when you were multiplying rational numbers, after multiplying it, you will reduce it into lowest term. So paano nga ba tayo mag-lowest term sa rational algebraic expression? Simply, we are using simplifying rational algebraic expression. Okay, so simplify. So how do you simplify? You just get the use different factoring method, or you just get the greatest common factor of each numerical coefficient, if possible. So 24 and 36. Okay, so you just have to get 24, the factors, so 12 and 2, and then 36, what's the factor? 12 and 3, because 12 times 2 is 24, 12 times 3 is 36. And then, what's the common factor of x? Simply x. Okay, so after simplifying, what's the next step? Cancel out common terms in the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so you have 12 and 12, cancel it, and then x and x. So 2 and 3, since hindi sila magkaparehas, you just have to write it down, and then that will be your final answer. As easy as that. So I have told you, multiplying rational algebraic expression is just easy. Alright? Let's go with dividing rational algebraic expression. So this one's easier. Okay? So how did I say that it's easier? So in dividing rational algebraic expressions, you just have to multiply the dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor, where b and c is not equal to 0. In symbols, simply, okay, listen to me, you have a over b divided by c over d. So these are your rational algebraic expressions. So to divide it, you have to get the reciprocal of the divisor. What's the divisor, sir? So, yun po yung mas nahuhuli. Sa ganitong setup ng iyong rational algebraic expression. So, that's C and D. What's the reciprocal of C over D? So, as you remember, the reciprocal is just the kabaliktaran. It's the opposite. So, you will get you will put the numerator in the denominator and the denominator on the numerator. So you have a over b, and then you have c over d, and then the reciprocal is d over c. Okay, and then you will change the operation from division to multiplication. Then proceed to multiplication. You have a times d, and then b times c. So ad over bc, where bc is not equal to 0. Okay, so for you to get it more, here's the example. Okay, so you are given with x over 4 divided by x squared over 8. Okay, so division. So what's the first step? X over 4 divided by x squared over 8, you just have to rewrite the given. And then the next one is get the reciprocal of the divisor. So the reciprocal of the divisor, which is the divisor? It's x squared over 8. So what's the reciprocal? It's 8 over x squared. Okay? So, and then what's the next step? You have to multiply. So multiply x times 8, that's just simply x8 or 8x over 4 times x squared. So that's 4x squared. And then, if possible, you have to simplify it using different factoring techniques. With this one, it's just easier because this is just an example. Okay, so you have 4 times 2 times x because the factors of 8 are 4 and 2. And then, over 4x squared, the factors, 4, since may 4 naman nasa taas, and then x times x. So, since the factors of x squared are x and x, it's x times x, x squared. So, if after simplifying, you just have to cancel out common terms in the numerator and the denominator. You have 4 and 4, cancel it, and then you have x and x. So, anong natira? You only have 2 over x. So, that will be your final answer. Okay, so now let's go with the task 2. Okay. So, the task 2 is multiplication and division on a mission. So, this has something to do with the DepEd mission. Okay, so you can search it on Google, so it will be easier for you to answer this. But, of course, since I'm a math teacher, I want you to show your solution at the back of this paper, as you can see at the bottom part of your directions. So let me read the directions. To complete the DepEd mission below, find the quotient/product of the rational expressions or rational algebraic expressions that corresponds to the 4 missing words in the DepEd mission. Match your answer to the word inside the box. Okay, so show your solution at the back of the paper. So, ganito po. Ano po? So, meron kang DepEd mission dito na makikita nyo meron blanks. So, you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, yun yung blanks na kailangan mo. At yung words na makikita mo dyan, at yung words na pwede mong ilagay dyan ay itong mga nasa baba. You have quality, engaged, effective, and safe. Saan ko ba ilalagay si effective? Sa 2, sa 3, sa 4, or sa 1? Saan ba si safe? Sa 1, 2, 3, and 4. Paano ko po malalaman yon? Kapag nasagot mo na yung 1, 2, 3, and 4 na rational algebraic expression involving division and multiplication. So let's say for example, number 1, x over 4 divided by x squared over 8. Ito ay nasagot na natin kanina sa example. So kung ano yung sagot, hanapin mo lang siya ba yung sagot sa quality, engaged, effective, and safe. Kung ang sagot halimbawa lamang ay safe. So, ang ilalagay mo doon sa number 1 na blank ay yung safe. Okay? And that goes along with 2, 3, and 4. I hope that's clear. Okay. Let's go with task 3. Let's go with the next operation. It is adding or subtracting similar rational algebraic expression. It's the same with adding or subtracting similar rational numbers. But this time again, we will be dealing with algebraic expressions. So how do we do that? In adding or subtracting similar rational expressions, add or subtract the numerator and then write the results of the numerator over the common denominator. So in symbol, you only have a over b plus or minus c over b. That would be equal to, so add mo lang yung numerator. So you have a plus c or a minus c, subtraction, over the common common denominator, which is b. Where, always remember, there can never be a zero denominator. Okay, let's go with an example. So you were given with x over 4 plus x plus 5 over all over 4. Okay, so how do you add this? So the first thing, you just have to first look at the denominator. Common ba? Common po. Madali na po yan. Okay, so the first step, rewrite the given. Okay, and then the next step, You just have to add the numerator, then copy the denominator. So you have x plus 5 all over, what's the common denominator? It's 4. And then simplify if possible using different factoring methods. And if not, you just have to write the final answer. With this one, the final answer is 2x plus 5 over 4. Paano nakuha yung 2x plus 5? X plus x, that's 2x. Plus 5, just bring down 5 and then bring down 4. So, that's the answer. So, here it is, the top test 3, which is the similar vision. So, kung kanina sa task 2, you have depth admission. With this one, you will be dealing with depth vision. So, ito yon. So, here is it's just like the same with the tasks 2. Okay, but this time, different operation will be used. So, paano po ang gagawin? To complete the depth addition below, find the sum or difference of the rational algebraic expressions that corresponds to the 4 missing words in the depth addition. Match your answer to the word inside the box. Show your solution at the back of this paper. So, you were given, let's say for example, number 1, x over 4 plus x plus 5 over 4. Which is nasagot na natin. At ang sagot po natin doon ay 2x plus 5 over 4. Anong word ang katabi niya? Love. So, saan ko po isusulat yung love? Doon sa sinagot kong number 1. Dito po yun sa blank. Number 1. Okay? Don't forget to put the solution or to show your solution at the back of this paper. Let's go with or subtracting dissimilar rational algebraic expressions. So, with this time, dissimilar rational algebraic expression naman. When we say dissimilar, we don't have a common denominator. The denominators are not the same. So, in adding or subtracting rational algebraic expressions with different denominators, change the rational algebraic expression into its equivalent having the same denominator using the LCD or the least common denominator. So, then proceed to adding or subtracting similar rational algebraic expressions, or in simples, this one. Or you just simply use the butterfly method. Okay, so how do you use the butterfly method? So, I'll show you. So let's say for example, ito. So, you have A times D, and then you have this. And then C times B, you have BC. And then, this one, B times D, BD. And then, you will be able to get AD plus or minus BC all over BD. So, that's how you do butterfly method. Okay? Where, always remember that BD, it cannot be equal to 0, or the denominator cannot be equal to 0. So, always remember this is only possible, or the butterfly method is most effective when you were dealing with dissimilar rational algebraic expression. So, let's go with an example. Okay. You were given with 3 over x minus 8 plus 7 over x plus 3. Okay, so first step, rewrite the given. And then the next one is find the LCD, then change the rational algebraic expression into its equivalent with the common denominator. Or just simply use the butterfly method that I have just told you. So you have, I'll change the color. This one. So you have 3 times x plus 3, and then that's ito yun. And then you have plus 7 times x minus 8, ito po yun. And then x minus 8 times x plus 3. Always remember they are binomials, so you cannot just combine them that easy. So you have x minus 8 times x plus 3. Okay, so it's just the same. And then you have to combine similar terms. So, pag sinabi natin similar terms, it's the term with the variable, it's the constant term to constant term. So, you have 3x plus 9. So, you don't combine similar terms here. You just simplify it by 3 times x, that's 3x. And then you have 3 times positive 3, that's 9. Plus, ito po yun. You have 7x, it's 7 times x. And then 7 times negative 8, that's negative 56. So you don't, okay, so let's change this. You didn't, sorry. You did not combine similar terms, but instead, you simplified. Okay, what's the next step? Dito ka na ngayon magka-combine like terms, or you just have to add the numerator and then copy the denominator. Okay, so you have 3x and then plus 7x plus 9 minus 56. And then let's try to add. So we have 3x plus 7x, that's 10x. 9 minus 56, that's negative 47. All over x minus 8 times the quantity of x plus 2. And you can still simplify if it is still possible after simplifying it then. And then if not, that's the final answer. With this case, this is the final answer. Okay, so let's go with the tasks. Task 4, core value and its match. So, with the previous activity, you have dealt with depth admission and depth addition. This time, you will be dealing with core value. So, how do you do it? Each core value has its corresponding behavior indicator. Perform the indicated operation on each rational algebraic expression inside each core value box and match it with the corresponding sum or different inside the behavior indicator box. Write the letter of your answer on the space provided and then show your solution. Always show your solution at the back of this paper. So this is the core value box. This one. And then this is the behavior indicator box. Okay. So sa core values box, makikita nyo dyan yung 4 na core values natin. Maka-Diyos, maka-tao, makakalikasan, at makabansa. And then, nandito yung sample behavior indicators nila. Kaya lang hindi ito sunod-sunod based on the core value. So, you just have to match it. So, matching type lang ito. But you can only match it if you were able to perform the operations given. So, let's say for example, 3 over x minus 8 plus 7 over x plus 3. Ito ay nasagot na natin kanina. At ang sagot dito ay 10x minus 47. Ito yung kanina. Diba? All over x plus 3 times x minus 8. So, ano kayang indicator ang sa maka-Diyos? It's obvious. Tells the truth, letter C. So, you just have to do 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I hope that's easy. Let's go with task 5. The last task for this week. Okay, so simply you just have to solve the following rational algebraic expressions. Write your solutions at the back of or on the space provided or at the back of this paper. So with number 1, you just have x over x plus 4 times x over x plus 2 times x plus 2 over x. So, basic lamang ito since multiplication x times x plus 2 and then x plus 4 times x plus 2 times x. And then that's what you have x over 2 divided by x over x squared minus 16 times 1 over x plus 4. PEMDAS. So, since pares naman ang value ng M at saka ng D, multiplication at division sa PEMDAS, okay, so mauna na yung division. So, divide nyo muna tong dalawang ito. Paano ba mag-divide? First, get the reciprocal of the divisor. Ano daw ang reciprocal nito? And then, kapag nakuha mo ng reciprocal nito, you just have to multiply it with x over 2. And then, kapag na-multiply mo na sila, saka mo sila i-multiply dito. Good. Let's go with number 3. Okay, ito ay addition and subtraction. So, You have 1 over 1 plus x plus 2 over 1 plus x squared minus 3 over 1 plus x squared. PEMDAS, A and S, same value, addition, subtraction. So, pwedeng mauna yung plus, pwedeng mauna yung minus. Okay, so kapag ka ganon, yung kung ano yung naririto, yun yung uunahin mo. Okay, so ito, same ba sila ng denominator? Hindi po. So, kung hindi po same, you just have to do butterfly method, gaya ng ginawa ko kanina. And then, after mo siyang ma-add, subtract mo siya dito. Okay? So, that will be your tasks for week 3 modular distance learning. So, I hope this video has helped you a lot in understanding the tasks assigned to you for the week 3 of your modular distance learning. So, before I end this, ayan. Good job. And congratulations for making up to this part. If you really had been to this part, meaning you are really listening and you are really watching this video. Okay, so before ending this video, I just have to remind you with some instructions na nalilimutan ninyo during the first and second week. Una, matutong mag-backread. So before asking your teacher, please mag-backread muna. So nandun na lahat ng sagot sa inyong mga tanong nandoon sa post sa FB group, nasa text sa magulang, naka-print or nasa chat, group chat. The next, huwag kalimutang ampo at opo. Next, kung nahihirapan sa module, magtanong kay sir kaysa i-post sa Facebook. Do not post anything about your module on Facebook. You just have to approach me. And the next, ugaling magbasa muna ng instruction bago magsagot. Okay? Basahin ng 10 beses ang general instruction na nakaprint sa likod ng checklist na naririto sa FB group at naka-text sa inyong magulang at nasa inyong GC. Basahin ng 10 beses, intindihin ng 10 beses bago magsagot. Next, huwag kalimutang magpahinga kung napapagod ka na. Okay? So, that's just my video tutorial, or that's just my video for this week. So, again, I'm Sir Argel Landicho, and enjoy mathematics.